Barista.
There's a message in a coconut floated from a distant shore.
Welcome to the Mystic Kitchen Coffee Roasters, the ongoing experiment of how to make good coffee from scratch. And of course, a key part of this experiment is to produce coffee that can be grown from a coffee plant in a greenhouse here in Connecticut. So one of the things I've done is collected the actual cherries and planted them, and they are starting to sprout. While I was in Hawaii, I picked Arabica dwarf coffee cherries, and while there I fermented them, the cherries, the bright red cherries, fermented them, and then about 24 hours later you take that cherry off and you have a bean with a husk on it. This husk then slowly dries, but you dry the bean in the sun for about 2 to 3 weeks. So after that, then what you do is you can rub them together or round in a pan, and the husk starts breaking off. So I've done that, and what I've got here is a bunch of green coffee beans that are ready to be roasted. So what we're going to do here is roast them on the stove top, using an electric coil stove at about 500 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. And they have to be turned constantly. So we need several things. One is we need a frying pan. To stir them, we use a whisk. So we just keep rotating those beans in the pan so that they don't burn. Now once they've come to color, after about 12 minutes, we'll dump the beans into basically a screen or colander type operation here that allows the beans to cool from below and above very quickly, because the beans will keep cooking if you don't get them to cool down once you have the color you want or approaching the color you want. So if you want a dark brown, you pull the beans off when they're like a light medium brown or a medium brown. So that is the way we're going to do it. One minute, 2 minutes. It's a pop, kind of like a reduced popcorn sound that is generated by moisture coming out of the bean. You can see the brown is starting to pick up now. We're at 3 minutes. Lots of cracking now as we get into the second crack. 4 minutes. 5 Good roasting smell now. You can see the vapors coming off and some smoke. Much nicer brown color starting to develop. Getting good color here. Got a good medium brown color to it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this straight over to our screen and dump it in.
Barista. Macchiato.